Welcome to episode 6 of the Community of Care emission. This emission I want to start with a question to all of you. Have you applied what you learned in episode 5? In episode 5 we spoke about offering gifts, starting from offering genuine appreciation and encouragement to actually helping someone to blossom in their life. Then we discussed next to offer affection, and then offer practical help and some concrete gifts. If you have not yet started to practice this, I would love to encourage you to sit down after this for a moment and think about a person whom you could practically offer within 1 week's time such gifts. Think who could that be? Look over the week when you can meet that person. And even if he's far away and you need to phone him or Skype with him or her, make a time in that 1 week where you can offer a gift to that one person. You will see that this will very, very much enrich your own life. I mean, I don't want to give a utilitarian argument that is, when you do this, you get that. It's not good to think like this, but I have always seen in my life, when I give gifts to others, I receive many, many gifts in return. It's somehow a law of nature. It's a byproduct. It happens automatically. The most common regret of people when they lie dying on their deathbed is that they have not cared enough for the people who are near and who were near and dear to them. Good. Now I want to continue with this wonderful material, which also will show up in the part of the Tree of Life where I talk about emotional well-being. It is revealing the mind in confidence and inquire confidentially. What we hear about here is an exchange. When you want to exchange with a person, you really, first of all, need to connect with a person. When there is no connection and a forced exchange, it's really often a disturbance. But if you connect heart to heart, then it is a very nice what flows between you. I want to suggest, like I always do, something practical, but before this I would like to tell something about my secretary. My secretary went yesterday actually to drive a person who has cancer and who will soon die to the airport. This person goes through a very traumatic situation. Her husband, when he found out that his wife has only a few more months to live, handed in a divorce. Traumatic, very difficult. imagine you're dying and then the person you expect help from leaves you. But my secretary went and said, I will drive you and I will talk with you. And as the two shared confidentially about life, a newfound strength was entering into the person who has to go now through a divorce. And she said, it's easy for me to do. I just want to do what is right for the other person. Just imagine the strength to become so selfless at a time when you need help. This strength comes when you have learned to exchange confidentially with other friends or with the Lord Himself. This emotional strength, which is necessary to cope with life, is coming from confidential exchanges where you reveal your mind in confidence and where the other person receives you and inquires confidentially. Here are 3 different suggestions which will be taught in the Tree of Life that help you if you want to be in a confidential exchange with people you want to help to blossom. First of all, you must learn to be trustworthy. Live by your words. Keep your promises. Have you ever noticed how devotees, the moment they appear somewhere, if they are trustworthy and they live what they are meant to live, people immediately feel, I want to share everything with this devotee. Have you noticed this? This is because a trustworthy person immediately evokes trust in the other person, who then wants to share confidentially. I think it's very important, we speak about these meaningful exchanges, to mention trustworthiness as a basis for them. The other thing is practical care for others. You need to give practical demonstrations that you truly care about others by paying attention to what they are saying and to their needs. Would you like to sit with someone and open your mind if you see he doesn't care? He starts to read something or go on the internet while you talk and look up something, then it's not possible for you to continue to share confidentially and inquire confidentially. The last point is that it's similar, but it is making it a little bit clearer. If you want a confidential exchange, you need to show that you are there for the other person. There's a saying, nobody wants to be sold something, but everybody wants to be helped. It's clear. This is another secret. When someone sells something to you, you know, oh, they are just in their own head. They want to get rid of this and make some money. If someone helps you, wow, you go back to that shop again and again. You know this. Let us say you want to buy some new papuchkis, house shoes, and you go to a shop and you see they only have really cold shoes there, not really house shoes. And the seller says, buy this, buy this, buy this. You feel, I really don't want this. But when the other person says, Where do you live? What type of ground is there? Is it floor heating or is it other heating? And then gives you suggestions about just what you need. Then you feel, wow, I'm very happy about this. I made this experience when I bought a new chair. The person really wanted to help me find the best chair for me. So be there for others. Find out what helps others instead of looking out for people to help you. So if you want to connect with people and have a meaningful exchange, be trustworthy, care for others, and be there for them. Then a very nice relationship will start. My dear devotees, this sharing confidentially with others needs a certain dimension. Let us call it the private dimension. You need to create what is called a holding context, an atmosphere or environment in which it is easy for the other person to share whatever they have to share. And you will help them so much, because if they can just share what they need to share, and if you can question them, inquire them to bring it all out, wow, they feel so relieved and empowered in their life. You will maybe know this for yourself. You have experienced this in your own life, when you really had an occasion to share deeply with someone what was really on your heart. This helped you to grow tremendously. I want to thank you very, very much for again joining us for this community of care mission. The next part, part 7, will be about giving and accepting prasadam.